Well, hi, how are we doing? Well, as you remember in our first video on the Jim's stress reduction meditation video, we talked about progressive muscle relaxation and the body scan, and we did a relatively short one for a few minutes. Uh, this progressively squeezing the muscles in the legs, hands, and shrugging your shoulders is a nice quick way to release some tension from the body. This is very handy. You get a phone call, it doesn't go too well, maybe you wake up in the middle of the night, you can't get back to sleep. You can do that short, progressive muscle relaxation, and then a quick body scan, telling your legs to relax and feeling them relax, and do that type of thing in a few minutes, and it may help you fall asleep. It's going to maybe also help remove some tension and help release some of that stress from the body. Uh, a longer version, lasting about 15 or 20 minutes, is an excellent tool in dealing with stress. It's not something you want to do before you go to bed, because you may fall asleep and then wake up 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and not be very happy about that. It's something to maybe do in the afternoon when you have a chance. The purpose of it is not to fall asleep, even though people tend to fall asleep when they do it, and that's fine because you probably need to sleep. The real purpose of the body scan is really to fall awake, to awaken to your body. Where do you feel tension? Where is there perhaps some discomfort? And it's that process of learning how to uh, feel the body, relax the body, direct attention to the body, and relax. It's another way of putting you in control of what is happening with your life. All right. So we're going to try this now. You want to first find a place to lie down in bed. I would not lie down on a couch because you don't want to roll over and fall off the couch. If you're doing a chair, I would maybe do it in a easy type of chair where it'd be comfortable, but lying down is really the best. You want your head supported so that you feel your forehead and your chin are kind of level. You can open up your legs a little bit. It eases the tension from the hips. You can turn your palms face up. All right. And you can lie there for a minute or two. I'll give you some time to get comfortable there. All right. You want to feel comfortable. All right. You want to, again, begin to find your breath. You can close your eyes if you want. The light should be dim, so it's comfortable here. Begin to breathe, hopefully through the nostrils. That helps relax. It warms, it filters, it moisturizes the air. All right. And again, once you become aware that you're breathing, that conscious breathing, knowing that you are inhaling when you are inhaling, exhaling when you are exhaling, that begins that shift, that switch to that parasympathetic part of our nervous system, that relaxation response. You can almost notice, you can just feel that shift. And as you do this process, and again, you're going to have the distractions and the mind is going to wander. And this is perfectly normal. All that happens is just to recognize you've been distracted, come back to the breath, come back to the part of the body you're working on. Don't yell at yourself, don't argue, don't discuss, just recognize the distraction and come back. Remember, we mentioned it's like going on a diet or you've ever quit smoking. That little voice inside that says, you can have one piece of cake. Why not have a cookie? Well, that's the same voice that's kind of distracted us here. The brain doesn't like to do things that are different. It's good for us. And it's also, when we are still, it's really the first time that we begin to notice the chatter that goes on in our brain. So it's perfectly normal. All right. As you recognize the distraction and come back to the breath without getting all upset, this is part of the process of learning to respond to things and not to react, and recognizing that distractions are from the past and we can't change the past. You can say that to yourself. Or there are things in the future and we can't predict the future, and you can just say that to yourself. And again, with things you can take care of now that bother you, then fine. Now make that phone call. Do whatever has to be done. All right. So again, begin to relax. Find your breath. We're going to take one body part at a time. All right. We're going to start with the legs. So why don't you become aware of your right leg? And just take and squeeze. Take a few breaths and squeeze your foot and your ankle, your calf, your thighs, and squeeze and release. And focus on your left leg. Take a few breaths and squeeze. Foot, ankle, calf, thighs, squeeze and just release. You find your hips. Take a couple breaths, a few breaths, and squeeze in your hips, and squeeze and release. How about your right arm? Make a fist. Squeeze your arm, your biceps, and take a couple breaths and squeeze and release. It's like we're taking a wet rag and we're wringing out that tension. Let's wring out a wet rag. How about the left arm? Making a fist, squeeze, biceps, just squeeze, just release. Let you shrug your shoulders and take a few breaths and squeeze and kind of shrug your shoulders and release. Okay. How about up to your face? Kind of squint your face all around and take a few breaths as you squint your face around and release. You can open your mouth, stretch out your tongue, releases tension in the jaw. Lay back, relax for a few seconds here. You can do that again if you wanted to. All right. Now we're going to be ready for the body scan. We're going to identify a part of the body. We're going to tell it to relax. That will direct attention to that part of the body. Then we're going to try and feel it relax. All right. So I'm going to start with the right leg. Let's focus your attention on the right leg, your right foot, and the toes in your right foot. Tell the toes to relax. See what happens. Big toe. You cross the toes. Ball of the foot. Maybe all you can notice is the right leg, and that's fine. Now you can bring your attention up into your calf, into the thigh. Breathe into that area. Focus into that area and feel it relax. Some type of give, of softness. How about we direct our attention to the left leg and the left foot, the left toes, the big toe, at the ball of the foot, sole of the foot. Each breath, drive that relaxation, aim that relaxation into the leg, the calf, the thighs. How about finding our hips? Tell your hips to relax. Focus on that area, the pelvis. Sinking into the floor, into the mattress. Focus on your legs again, and see if you can feel the bones. Focus on the bones in your legs, your shin bone, your thigh bone, softening into the flesh. The hip bones, the pelvis, softening into the flesh. About coming your hips, some are coming up the small of your back on the floor. Letting your back relax. Moving it into the upper back. Maybe notice a little space in the small of your back, a little curve, a little space there. As we relax back into the mat or bed, bring your attention to your shoulders. Bring attention to your right shoulder. Tell your right shoulder to relax. Feel softening down. Notice the difference between the left shoulder and the right shoulder. Now, focus your attention on the left shoulder. Tell it to relax. If during this practice your mind wanders again, just come back. No arguing, no getting upset. Find the body part you're working on. As your shoulders relax, maybe you feel your shoulder blades soften into the surface you're lying on. As your shoulder blades soften and open, perhaps you can feel your chest relaxing. You focus into your chest as you're breathing. Perhaps the breath has become more complete without forcing it. Letting the belly relax on the exhalation. Have you noticed any parts of the body that are perhaps a little tight, or perhaps a little bit of discomfort, maybe in your hip or your back? If so, you can just stay in that area and focus on your back or your hip. And see what happens. Perhaps you notice a tightness in your shoulders. Focus on that tightness. The sensations in the body. We can now go down our arms. Find your right arm. Let your hand relax and open. The biceps, back of the arm, the left arm. Find your hand. Tell it to relax. Feel it open. The biceps. And that whole arm, shoulder area, just relax. Maybe find the bones in the hands relaxing into the flesh. Bones of the arm relaxing. Your shoulder bones relaxing. Let's focus on our face. Find your chin. Tell your chin to relax without opening your mouth. Feel that softness, that drop there. How about your lips? How about just the lower lip? And tell it to relax. And then the upper lip. How about the cheeks? Right cheek, left cheek, both cheeks. The more you do the body scan, the more specific the body parts you're able to focus on. How about your tongue? You focus on your tongue, you tell your tongue to relax. of the mouth. Can you find the roof of the mouth and relax and focus on that area? And perhaps you can actually feel the roof of the mouth expanding and contracting with the breath. Let your eyebrows soften. Your eyelids. Perhaps you can find your forehead and perhaps your scalp. As your scalp relaxes and you feel your forehead broadening as the eyebrows relax. Back of the head, finding the surface you're lying on. Can you feel that place of contact with the back of the head as you relax? As you notice yourself softening into the surface you're lying on. Right down your back of your head, neck, shoulders, shoulder blades. Bring attention to any area of tension or stress or discomfort. Breathe with that. Becoming awake to the body. Relaxing the body. Feel your hips on the floor. The back of the legs. Perhaps your heels. Maybe feel your feet opening up a little bit as you relax. Become aware of the breath and the relaxation. A sense of rising and falling with the breath. The breath is smooth and regular. Perhaps your exhale is nice, long, relaxed, the belly softening. Feeling the stomach, perhaps even your chest expanding on the inhale. The ribs expanding. Perhaps you notice your heartbeat as the body stills and the mind stills. And I want you to take this next bit of time, a minute or so, lie here, relax, and enjoy. Enjoy that sense of awakening to the body. And then as you listen to the recording again of my voice, you can either take a few more breaths give a stretch and get up. If you want to stay in this position, then just enjoy the relaxation. You're free to do that. All right. But notice what has happened. If you did fall asleep and you woke up, that's fine. But if you've completed the body scan, notice what has happened. Notice who did this. You did. It's something you can do. You can do it every day. All right. So it's practice, takes time, but it's worth it. All right. Thank you.